This is section 3.5 continued. I'm on page 9. At the top of the page, you can see the proof of working out with the derivative of tangent inverse of x's. And I'll let you guys look at that on your own. But down here at the bottom, or next, we're going to go ahead and start. This is something that you should have memorized. So this is something that you need to know for sure and should have memorized. So take a second to look at this. This is all the derivatives of the inverse trigonometric functions. So we're going to try some examples. But again, this is something you definitely want to have memorized. Make flashcards, do something so that way you have them memorized, especially for Calc 2. So part A says find the derivative with respect to x of x times sine inverse of x. And again, we are multiplying two things that both have a variable x. That's going to require us to use the product rule. So I'm going to find the derivative of our function with respect to x is going to be the first term times the derivative of sine inverse of x, which is going to be 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared, plus the second term times the derivative of the first, which is just 1. Again, we can clean this up a little, and I will leave that for you guys to do on your own and check on Canvas. Looking at B, we have the derivative with respect to x of arc cosine of x, quantity squared. So we're going to go ahead and put dy dx, this is our derivative, is equal to, well, we have an outside function and an inside function. So this requires us to use the chain rule. So we're going to have 2, leaving the inside function the same, to the first times the derivative of the inside. And if you look up above in our table, the derivative of arc cosine of x is just going to be negative 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared. And again, not much to clean up, but I would rewrite it so it looks a little bit nicer. Right below this, this is the idea of using the chain rule with the derivatives of inverse trig functions. That is something for you guys to look at on your own. For me, I don't remember them this way. I just use the chain rule and the formulas that are up above, but about half the class likes to use these, so I figured I would put them in the notes. So going on to the next page, those continue on. And then we have some examples, so we're going to go ahead and try the first one here. And this is the derivative. Take the derivative with respect to x of x times arc tan of square root of x. So again, because we're multiplying two things that involve an x, we are going to go ahead and use that product rule. So we have dy dx is equal to the first term times the derivative of arc tangent of x is going to be 1 over 1 plus, and this is our inside function, so we're going to leave that the same. So it's going to be the square root of x squared times, since we do have an inside function, we have to multiply by the derivative of the inside function. If you want to think of this as x to the 1/2, we're going to put 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 power plus the second term, which is arc tangent of the square root of x, times the derivative of the first term, which is just 1. So this can definitely get cleaned up. I'll let you guys do that on your own and check it on Canvas. And then go ahead and try B and C on your own and see if you can get those.